Hello, I'm Sam Greenfield. Donald Trump is getting desperate. How do I know this? Well, after the wildly successful Democratic convention, what did we have then? We had Donald Trump watching wistfully, or sadly, or violently, or something, as Robert Kennedy Jr. dropped out of the race and went on stage to endorse Donald Trump. Now, you know that's how desperate Donald Trump is, that he would have this man, Robert Kennedy Jr., endorse him. Now, let's look at Arizona as an example. Right now as we speak, Robert Kennedy Jr. polled at about 5%. And so they figure if Donald Trump gets all that 5%, he'll then be well within the margin of error, let's say in Arizona. Here's the problem with that thinking. Donald Trump thinking, ain't that something? But here's the problem with that. You're assuming, all of you are assuming, if you assume this, that Donald Trump will get all of Robert Kennedy Jr.'s votes, and he won't. There are people who voted for Robert Kennedy Jr. because they didn't like Trump. So let's cut that number in half. And by the way, and as the election goes on, it's going to be even less than that, because people will find out just how wackadoodle this guy is, Robert Kennedy Jr. Think about this. This is a guy, Robert Kennedy Jr., who walked barefoot on a plane after he was told, put some socks and shoes on or get off the plane. Barefoot. I don't care if you have the cleanest feet in the country. Put some shoes on. Okay. This is also a guy who said that there's only two kinds of people who escape COVID's illnesses. One is Ashkenazi Jews, and one is Asians. There is no proof of that. But once again, he's crazy. So this is who Donald Trump is pinning his hopes on. And when Kennedy was making his speech, Donald Trump was standing over in the corner, and if you could just read his lips or his mind, and good luck with that, he was like, oh God, what have I done? Oh God, I've got this moron. Oh man, but I'm desperate. So there he is. And now here's another point I want to make. People are assuming that poor Cheryl Hines, the wonderful actress who you may have seen playing Larry David's wife on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and as Kerry Russell's friend in Waitress, wonderful movie, you may assume, oh God, she's saddled with this guy. What's she going to do? But I've read her recent comments, and I no longer think she feels saddled. I think she thinks he's okay. So let's not assume that she feels unhappy about being saddled with Robert Kennedy Jr. I think she agrees with him most of the time. And that's very sad in itself. So you have Donald Trump latching onto his last hope for any kind of help, because it sure as hell ain't going to be J.D. Vance. Okay, so, and it's not going to be any other Republicans, because they're running from him. I mean, you have conservative Republicans, Lieutenant Governor of Georgia, Kissinger, from, I think, Illinois, saying that, they will never vote for him. They're voting for her. They're voting for Kamala. Oh, and here's another thing. Donald, I hate giving advice to stupid people, but since you're running, stop with the calling of names. Is it Kamala or Kamala? Or you know what it is, bitch. You know exactly what it is. Okay? So listen here, Mr. Trump, and that's what I'm going to call you from now on, Donald Trump. Because if you can't pronounce Kamala, in fact, there are two little girls who came on stage and said how to pronounce it. It's Kamala. Kamala. That's it. It's that simple. And you're that stupid. But you're not that stupid. You know how to pronounce it. I don't know. You think you're firing up the crowd by mispronouncing her name? Oh, God, please. And do me one other favor. If you lose, and I think you will, don't call the troops. Because you're going to be surprised at how few people really want to go to jail on your behalf. You got me, Mr. Trump? Good. I'm Sam Greenfield. Follow me